Speaking of beating yourself down, someone's a little guilty of that.
Yes.
So we're all hard on ourselves, right? But you got to give yourself a little bit of grace.
Mm-hmm.
You got to realize that, this is a learning process. So I know we've been working on that, but what's kind of the things that you beat yourself up over the most, and how do you get yourself to stop doing it?
So mine is I always feel like I'm not successful enough. And, talking to you and then really writing things down and looking at what I've accomplished kind of helps me get over that. I was actually thinking about that on the way here, doing this podcast. I'm like, this is something I would have never, ever done. But I wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone. And I know I have, the backing to show that I do know what I'm talking about. And I just want to share that with people. And I have to remind myself daily that that's why I'm doing what I do.
Speaking of success, because my opinion of success is all perceptive, it's all a matter of personal preference. So what would be your definition of success?
I don't even know. And that's probably why I struggle with that. If I look at it now, what I thought 5 years ago, I just wanted to be my own boss. I didn't want to go to a 9 to 5. I wanted to be like financially independent, and I'm there. And 5 years ago, I never thought I would be here.
Isn't that
So
funny?
I would call that success, but in my own head, I just always want more.
It's funny too, because I talk to so many agents where like the same thing. 5 years ago, I would view where I'm at right now as success. But even though you're at that spot right now, you feel like you're not successful.
Yeah.
Because you always want more, right? So I think it's important to take a step back and really acknowledge and look at, okay, this is what I've accomplished, putting it down on paper, right? So yes, I'm on my way, but there's nothing wrong with wanting more.
Yes, definitely.
Right?
It's always good to have goals, but also don't beat yourself up if you're not there yet. Maybe you think it's a 1-year goal, but it really is a 5-year goal. So as long as you're constantly moving forward, you're always successful.
Yeah. And the more successful you are, the more problems you're going to have.
Yes, definitely.
Because that's what makes success, is solving those problems, creating value for people.